As soon as Bitcoin hits this price, in the next few days, the entire crypto market will explode like you have never seen before. Some of the coins in your portfolio will be doing 50, maybe even 100% gains every single day for weeks at a time. And this happens because all of the people sidelined, all of the bears are forced to FOMO into the market, causing a huge acceleration in the prices of Bitcoin and other altcoins. In this video, I'm going to talk about that key price. I'm also going to talk about the different narratives and this key chart that shows the most undervalued cryptos in the entire space right now. There's one narrative that is starting to see massive accelerated growth, and it's happening right under your nose. So, without further ado, hit the like button and let's go find some massive gains. Now guys, before we dive into this really key video today, I've got a competition. You can go and win $500 of your favorite cryptocurrency. You simply need to join the link down below, go across to my Twitter page, give me a follow, hit a retweet on that post, and you can go and be in with a chance of winning $500. I'll announce the winner later on this week when we hit 50k subscribers. But anyway, on with the video. Look at this, it's Bitcoin. It's running into a purple line, and you've heard everyone telling you that this purple line needs to be broken. They're quite right, it does. And until it's broken, there won't be a huge amount going on. But the break is going to happen incredibly soon. And when it does, everything is going to go bananas. So why is it going to happen so soon? Well, because of endless amounts of news, and you know most of it. China printing money like you have never seen before, putting it back into the economy. $200 billion worth, in fact. You've got the USA a few weeks away from having a presidential election. Incredibly bullish news. You've also got the USA a few weeks away from having an interest rate cut and being forced to start putting the money printers on again, which is obviously great for crypto. The US stock market is at all-time highs yet again today and continues to be at all-time highs almost every day. The Australian stock market hit new all-time highs. The world is going bananas. There's money flooding in like you've never seen before. And crypto is the last phase, where everyone's already made their money and they start to degen into crypto. Not really sure whether degen's a verb, but I quite like it. So why is Bitcoin going to go bananas at this price? Well, because it makes a really good YouTube title. No guys, I'm kidding. I didn't clickbait you, I promise. Because at this key price, you can look at this chart and these bright yellow lines. You're going to know that when Bitcoin hits this price, all of these short trades where people are selling and betting against Bitcoin will be flipped and forced to buy Bitcoin. They are the stop losses for all of the bears, okay? And there's $5.58 billion sat at just above $70,000. And when Bitcoin hits up into this area, it's going to cause the price to then spike higher up. Where? To the next zone, where there's $2.36 billion sat at $72K. And then another $5 billion sat at $72,600. This is going to force billions of dollars back into Bitcoin. And what's going to happen as soon as Bitcoin breaks all-time highs? BBC, Fox News, CNN are all going to be like, Bitcoin just hit all-time highs. And everyone who is not paying attention right now, which many people out there aren't, are suddenly going to be calling you up and being like, hey, Timmy, is it time to buy Bitcoin again? And you're going to be like, yeah, mate, the altcoin season's, it's arriving to the moon, okay? And then everyone's going to start aping in and the whole thing is going to go bananas, okay? It happened like this before, it's going to happen like this again. And in fact, today, the 17th of October, as we look to break out from this 7 or 8 month long downtrend, well, interestingly, we had a very long period of time where we went sideways last year between when? Around the sort of 16th of March all the way till guess when? The 19th of October, which is about 1 or 2 days away from where we are now. In the last bull market, around this similar time, Bitcoin went sideways for a long time. And then guess what? Bull market began on around the 19th of October. So yeah, does it have to be on the 19th of October that we see a pump again? Well, maybe we do. Doesn't mean anything necessarily, but it does mean we're moving to Q4. Q4 is always a bullish period for the markets. This is going to be bullish for crypto. It's inevitable. So anyway, if this breaks, there's a reasonable shout to say that Bitcoin can head towards 90, maybe even 100K by Christmas. I know people are saying it. It sounds crazy, but it could be possible. But I know you, right? You didn't come here to make 49% on your money right now, okay? 49%, child's play. We're not here for 49%. We want to make more money. So how do we make more money at a time like this? Well, I like to refer to people who know what they're talking about at periods of time like this. Warren Buffett, world's most successful investor with a net worth of like $65 billion, which is a lot of money. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Now, what does he mean? He means that when everyone is telling you to be buying into something and this is the right thing to be getting into, you should probably not be like that. Okay, you should probably not be doing that. Now, for all of those of you who think you're being a smart ass and being like down below, like, well, you're telling me to buy, you're being greedy, like, you make a valid point, okay? But actually, I would say that about 10% of people who are usually operating crypto are in the crypto space right now. And in this bull market, more people will join because they inevitably do. People who like to trade crypto have not really looked at their portfolios for the last 6 or 7 months because they don't want to, but they will be back as soon as Bitcoin hits all-time highs. You know it, I know it, we're about to see the market get very exciting. But anyway, there are particular narratives and areas right now that are getting a lot of attention, where people are being perhaps a little bit on the greedy side, dare I say. This heat map shows how the attention of different narratives is split up. You can see AI leading the charge. There's a good reason why AI leads the charge, because AI is going bananas in the real world, outside of crypto, okay? You can see Nvidia, one of the world's biggest companies, that's now risen to number 3 in the world. You can see ChatGPT that gained 100 million users in just a couple of months. You can see Elon Musk regularly referring to AI and the developments of AI, and lots of other people are focusing there as well. It's obvious it's getting lots of attention. But there are other narratives that are getting a lot of attention as well right now. Meme coins getting nearly 20% of the attention, as is DeFi. And you will still be able to make money in these areas for sure. I hold AI tokens in my portfolio. I actually bought a little bit of a meme coin today. Couldn't help myself. And yes, I am late to the party, and there is a very good chance that you get a blow off top soon in meme coins. But here, there's a few areas that are much easier to find massive gains, okay? Because not all of the projects, or at least none of the projects, have really been pumping that much. GameFi. It's so obvious that GameFi is going to be the growth area right now. And here's why, okay? There's a game that launched just the other day called Off the Grid, okay? Now, you've probably heard of this. It's a blockchain game. Now, whether you're into gaming or not, I personally am not, but in the past I've played video games, you will realize that gaming is a massive industry. In fact, it's about twice as big as like the movie industry. It's like 3 times bigger than the music industry. Okay, it's enormous. There's so much money in gaming. But before, crypto games were just bought by people trying to make money in crypto. No one actually played the games. Right now, Off the Grid has launched, doesn't even have a token out yet, but will be coming out. And you go to YouTube and search Off the Grid, and all of these people with like 5.4 million subscribers, 120Ks, 1.4 million, these are all non-crypto people playing the game right now, and lots of people have started to go and play the game who have nothing to do with crypto, don't even realize that this is a blockchain game. And what's the result of this? Well, if we go across and look at DeFiLlama.com, this is Avalanche. Avalanche is the chain that Off the Grid is built on. Now, what we can see if we zoom in to more current times is over the last week or so, a number of transactions starting to pick up towards the upside, okay? With a spike in transactions up here, 171 million US dollars in a day. And you can see the TVL also starting to increase. This is very interesting and very exciting. Gaming ecosystems and coins are coming into the market, and they're bringing with them active users who are buying tokens, not even knowing that this is a token that people out there are trying to buy to make money on. They're just using it because they want to interact with the game. And that's part of the excitement that's happening in GameFi right now, okay? GameFi is heavily underrated. And coming across to Google Trends and searching over the last 5 years worldwide for different search terms, then we have some very stark reminders of where we should be directing our attention. Remember, Warren Buffett says to look into areas where no one is really paying attention, okay? And to avoid the areas where everyone is looking. If you look into this chart, you can see the blue line, which shows us meme coins. And this was around May, middle of May towards the end of May. Look at the meme coins attention spike. And as an example, what happened in May? In May, we saw Turbo going up like this. Major meme coin, it dropped 42% in 2 days after that and eventually went down 71%. Yes, it's up, back above those highs right now. In May as well, leading into June, we saw Brett getting a bunch of attention. Brett ripped towards the upside, and then from highs, it ripped all the way down to the bottom, 70% down. Pepe in May doing very similar things, and I'm not having a go at these coins, but meme coins thrive on attention. That's what they need, their attention tokens, okay? There are obviously other tokens that need attention as well, but the most money to be made in meme coins is when no one's looking at them, okay? When Murad and everyone else was filling up his wallets just before he started to shill them to you over the last few months. This is when all the money is. And now, people on Twitter are being like, now, you know, I'm buying NPC and I'm buying this coin. What they're really doing is they're setting their sell orders and they're kind of like pushing you towards those coins to buy when they're actually selling. So yes, there are some meme coins that continue to run for a bit, but when everyone's telling me that I should be buying Turbo right now, I probably shouldn't be, should I? Because it means the attention's fully on it. So anyway, nothing personal against meme coins. I think maybe meme coins do cool off, and then I do think that meme coins will have another run later on in the cycle. Inevitably, meme coins have various kind of altcoin seasons or meme coin seasons. However, some of the bigger memes I think are here to stay. I do think the kind of the Turbos, the Bretts, the Pepes, whatever, the Withs will continue to kind of be the strongest, but a lot of the smaller ones might die off. So be careful, okay? The altcoins that you're bored of holding right now because they haven't really been doing many gains will soon do massive gains. And if you lose all your money today in meme coins just before the altcoins rip, you can be really very sad. But anyway, look, the red line denotes GameFi. You can see the GameFi had a pretty good run back in the last bull market, but in terms of the attention that it got, absolutely nothing considering what we see now. Then you see gaming got a bit of attention at the end of last year. Not really very much happened. Still died down towards the downside. When gaming starts to become the narrative, the key narrative, in the same way that in the last bull market you saw meme coins going up to around this height, and then gaming tokens about a month or so later going up to similar heights, then you can imagine that suddenly gaming, which is all very undervalued right now, could well see the kind of spike in attention that meme coins are seeing. Therefore, right now, my focus is towards the area that is about to get all the attention, okay? This thing that's happening with off the grid is pretty exciting. It hasn't been talked about too much, okay, but it's starting to get the attention and excitement. And as people start to realize this, they will start to move across and start to bet on gaming ecosystem coins. As I said, this isn't a token that's live yet. I do believe there is a launch coming up in the next month or so, but it will drag the rest of the ecosystem with it, okay? So when one game kicks off, a lot of the other gaming projects will kick off as well. I made this gaming video about a week or two ago about various coins in the gaming ecosystem that I was getting into. I recommend you check this video out after this video. Now, one key thing to pay attention to, because Bitcoin has been running strong, and you'll notice that a lot of altcoins haven't really been running quite as strongly as maybe anticipated around now. That's because Bitcoin is driving on new money coming into the market. It's not money that's coming out of the meme coins and money coming out of the altcoins that are going to Bitcoin. It's new money coming into the market. Bitcoin then pushes, the rest of the market stays fairly static, and eventually when Bitcoin pushes up harder, lots of people holding Bitcoin will start to liquidate their money in Bitcoin and start to turn it into altcoins. That's when you see big pumps in altcoins coming. So Bitcoin could well rip towards this sort of area and pump higher. So really it's the Bitcoin dominance that's worth paying attention to. Do I think it's going to go above 60%? I think it can get to 60%. I think if Bitcoin rips, it's going to be very notable that a lot of altcoins won't necessarily get moving straight away, but the day or two after, when Bitcoin finally sort of hits an area that it kind of stalls at for a bit, then you're going to see the altcoins starting to pump in a crazy, crazy way. And here you can see crypto total market cap, excluding the top 10, has been basically running it in this kind of downtrend all the way since back in March. And now you can see it started to find this new line up here again. You can see rounded base. And now what it started to do is put in these higher lows each time. Eventually, in the coming days, you're going to see this break back above there, and then the continuation will be on for the altcoins, okay? So overall, the entire market is looking incredibly exciting right now. It's quite obvious, right? I'm in the market. And what am I doing? I'm trying to direct my attention to not get in love with any coins or anything like that, but to try and identify the trends that are starting to emerge. This is what I messed up in the last bull market, because I was a bit behind the curve. I just kept staring at the stuff, the noise coming out of YouTube, the noise coming out of Twitter, okay, which was all geared towards what was hot and hyped at the time. And when I started to realize that you can beat that curve by studying the data and really delving in and understanding the different tools and tips, like finding things on DeFi Llama, then it became incredibly easy to get into coins before everyone talked about them and maybe start taking profits when everyone else is talking about them. So if you want to be the smart money, buying in before everyone else, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with a notification bell on. Make sure you give me a follow over on Twitter, not just because you can make $500 or win $500, but also because I share a lot of alpha, different coins, my portfolios over there, lots of other things as well. And if you're new or you've been in crypto for a while, but you're just struggling to keep up with the amount of data and information, then I recommend that you go and join the Moonhouse, which is linked down below. And there's a simple reason as to why you might join the Moonhouse, guys. Every day, myself and a team of experts are sharing the different alpha and things we find. For example, finding LSD the other day at 75 cents, just before it then ripped all the way up, doing nearly 86% in literally a day and a half. You could have been taking gains, you could still be in it, and you'd still be well in the money. Here you can see a bunch of projects that we've been talking about more recently. Some of them have done 180% gains, 136% gains in just the last couple of weeks. So if you want to be finding all of these different coins before everyone else and before they get covered on YouTube, then make sure you're joining into the Moonhouse. We also have one live Zoom call each week where I take you through how to do different research, how to find the different chains and different projects that we're interested in, and how to become an alpha. You can also join a like-minded community who are all helping each other out on a daily basis. A great place to be able to learn more about crypto. Now guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video and found it useful. hit the like button. I'm very excited for what's to come. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in another video.